what does my panel want me to know right now? This is the progress on the interim report while I put away these cards from yesterday. It's starting to get really messy here. So I've got to do a little housekeeping. And okay, so on the right side, oh, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect the messages, you know, doing your thing. Thanks. Thanks so much. So I got these two cards. This is while everything was like sprawled out. So I wasn't going to access, you know, cards that were already turned up. So it was already confined to but a few. So I got on the left side 5 of Cups, right side is 9 of Wands in reverse. This reminds me of my mother-in-law's funeral when she had passed away. The events leading up to that. This is the need to say goodbye, to say the proper goodbyes. It's like premeditated, you know it's coming, and it's not to the point where you're over dramatizing the feels of it, though you acknowledge that there's strong feels for it. So it's not to the point where like, okay, gotta think about the eulogy right now. And this is something more casual, okay? Not to say that funerals are casual, just saying that when life stumbles upon you to, you know, figure out some things, you're more in like, okay, the modern female's perspective in needing support rather than, okay, how are we going to fix it, you know? So there's that. So it's needing to say goodbye to something. But on the other hand, the right side, the doing side, more like the futuristic side of manifestations, is 9 of Wands in reverse, meaning you don't need to show up to everything. I knew that when my mother-in-law was passing away, that there was a high likelihood that I would not be able to join in on her funeral. So that it would just not be, I don't know. I know that my mother-in-law would have liked me there. I know that she would have. But she understands, you know. Some people like to stomp their feet. Some people go through trauma quite traumatically. Leaning on the extension of events. Some accentuate it, yeah. And so for the kids' sake, which I know that she would, and my father-in-law would be all for, is minimizing as much drama as possible and making sure that the kids are not the ones that pay for whoever cannot cope. So, yeah. So I believe that they supported me on that. Here, it's just that's what it's reminding me. Going backwards, it's almost like recollections, especially with it being 5 and then 9 being like the 9 to 5. But then, what is your takeaway by the end of the day? What is your doing when you set foot into a place? Are you all in? And if not, then why not? And this is just being fair with the motion pictures. So again, it's knowing that you know how to read a room, Tina. So you're not going to be able to read every room. You're not going to be given the chance, the opportunity to read every room, and that's fine. If people do not want you there, energetically, you know. But it's another thing to be made certain that I would not be invited, like telling me, you're not invited. That's another thing. And then that's how you know, like, well, I'm glad I'm not going, you know, I'm glad I made the decision on my own, that I accepted whatever that reality was going to be. So it's kind of like this over here, saying goodbye to certain things, but you don't have to show up and like shake hands like an exit interview and do all the niceties. I think just about at like with how invested we are at this given time and how it's been, people are gonna know. Like, what, do you want me to tell you something that you already know the answer to? So there's that. That's what my panel wants me to know right now. This is a progress report, progress in the interim report. Okay. So that's kind of weird. Why would? All right. So what do they want to say? Let me see. I gotta put the cards the same way here. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna sell some more coffee. 10 of Cups. Woo! And the Queen of Wands, and then opened up to the Magician in reverse. Look, I'm gonna be meeting some people, like, in secret, because this is kind of like under the table. It's weird. Underground. It's underground people. Underground manifestors. I'm gonna meet the Banksies of my kind. I'm pretty sure, because this is the Queen of Wands. And let me tell you, there's a lot. Okay, Queen of Wands right there. Okay, that's right behind the Ten of Cups. That's what I'm gonna bring to the table. That's the vibe. And this is wonderful. This is a lineage of so many others that preceded me, not just within my own, but kind of in honor of the greats. And so the reason why I know this, the Magician in reverse, is you see that like wooden thing, like hand touching his head? It's kind of like that. So she's grounded, okay? Queen of Wands. It's like earth magic, grounded energy. So it reaches down, and it's like, boop, you know, on his head. So, it's like playing Duck, Duck, Goose, and I get to be the one that makes the rounds. Interesting. Energetically, I feel like that's what's happening. Like there's bigger things happening in the cosmos, you know, the galaxies. I think astrologers and NASA and all of them would know more so, but I get the feels that that's happening because this is what's happening for me on the energetic plane on intimacy. So like making those rounds, duck, 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 goose, making those revolutions, and then you're like, goose! And you're like, duck, duck, goose, duck. Oh my God, my heart, oh my God, what? Somebody, oh my God. Somebody, that was like heartbreak energy. Holy smokes, that hurt. That hurt my heart. I don't play around like that, but somebody's really upset that they almost got chosen, but the vibe was just not right. I don't go fucking around like that. I think it's more like when I recognize that you are not it, you are not the goose. There's something that preceded that was very legit, but that hurt. Oh my God, it was like I don't know, it's like it was weird. It was like heartburn, but it's not that. That was crazy. I did not expect that. And I don't think it was an attack from anybody over here. That was because it was too instant and it was very exact. But like somebody's really upset that it wasn't like I was making a joke out of it. It was more like I was more lighthearted. Like it didn't bother me that for whatever reason, he was not selected, or that person was not selected. I don't just make random decisions like that. Anyway, found a goose. My kind of goose. Okay. And I think that doesn't have to be like all intimate, you know, like anything really like that. Those are just good people you want to keep close that are, you know, reliable. Now, a lot of people would have something to say about a magician in reverse, but this is something different. This is something very different. This is me grounding myself, and this is like the other part of the picture that you don't see, where things are very private. Let's get a clarifier. Somebody fucking with me? Is this magician fucking with me? I know I'm better off with this particular selection, but my panel, what do you want me to know? Is there any foul play? Let's see. No. What is this card again? It's, I think the Lover's card, or the Star card? I keep forgetting. I think it's the Lover's card. Yeah, because I remember looking at it, reading into it, and I was thinking, oh, it's just one person there. Huh, okay. Manifesting. Self-actualization. No, there's no foul play there. This is the Lover's card. No. It's not. Let's get one more clarifier here. The Devil in reverse, definitely not. Can you, like, back to back the Lover's card as a, like, face to this thing? Like the intro card in what? 5 languages? Yeah. And the Devil card in reverse, those are 2 versions of the same mirror. And having that, you know, that it's good. It's no, it is correct. I want some coffee. So let's see. That's very hot. Progress report. Progress on the interim report. Which is, what do my guides know? My panel. What does my panel want me to know right now? Psh. Queen of Cups in reverse. I don't know, man. I feel like I try to give cards the best meanings possible. The best realities, the best route. Like, just start her up, you know? But I cannot deny that every time I see the Queen of Cups in reverse, I know it's somebody that messes around with, like, abuses intuition. And I don't know. I think when you lie so often and use, like, engage in foul practices so frequently, so habitually, it's defiantly irresponsible. And with that practice, when you get better and better at formulating these lies, whether directly or indirectly, you believe in those lies. So your intuition fails you. And you're never as good as what you used to be. That's what I feel like my boss is. Not that I'm sad about it. I mean, that's her life, not mine. But it's like, it almost feels like for me, I'm the Queen of Cups. Hangman mode, undercurrent energy. You can feel the feels. Houdini, almost. So that's my purpose there. But being that these are huge polar opposites, being that each side carries particular gestures to their journey, impacting everybody else's around them, whether they realize it or not, that this is like Professor X and Magneto. Except, you know what I mean? Like, am I always gonna see this energy? Like, what? I don't know. So, what do you want to tell me, my panel? What do you want to tell me? This one or two. 3 of Swords in reverse and 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, you know what they're saying? Don't... Okay, there's polarities. One side, the other side, whatever. Things are going to balance out inevitably. So don't be invested in weighing things out for yourself on the legitimacy of such characters. All you know is that when you forego reading into those energies is that you're saving yourself some heartbreak. So let justice, let the universes balance themselves out in this avenue. You know, every expert to their own. I can learn a few things if I just like kind of just watch it happen. So yeah, there's a purpose to everything. All right, what does my panel need me to know right now? Page of Swords. It's time to take the stage. You see? What is that dance called? It's like, what is it like that? What is it? What is that? What is that? Like, what is that? I forgot. This is happening. I don't know. What is that thing called? I don't remember. But I think it's a Gen Z thing. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Okay. That's what my panel wants me to know right now. Time to take the stage, the mic, the forum. Okay. Anything else? Oh, following from that, the focus is on my role. The focus is keeping true to my role. That's what they're saying. Take the stage, Tina. It's yours. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse, for sure. That is a terrific cup. The nice thing about this is that it's right by some waterfalls, okay, which means it's catching some of the stuff that's coming from the top, right? That's not the best thing about it just yet. Hold up a sec. This is water that doesn't go stagnant with, you know, that every now and then there's water that catches into there, which means that there's nothing like mosquitoes like in here, but it's fresh water. Okay. I think this is also my father-in-law. I think my father-in-law wanted to have his ashes spread, you know, like, you know, a lot of people, like spread in Yosemite or like some kind of national park. And that's illegal, right? But that's kind of like what it's reminding me of. I think people get too caught up in the physical aspect of these things, because this is telling me that, you know, if he wants to be there, he'll be there. He's omnipresent, you know what I mean? Like, he's not confined to a particular location just because we buried him there or there or there or whatever. So that's what I'm getting out of that. Okay? It's like, it's already done. Top of the deck is Two of Wands. Yep, said it perfectly. It's like a red, what is it, Red Robin that is, he loved birds too. Loved them. So how often do you see a red robin or anything of its like, spreading its legs between two branches right there? So, like I said, between there or there or there or there, omnipresent. That's my father-in-law. That's sweet. There you go. And I'll put the bottom one there too. Omnipresent. All right. So my panel wants me to know that I do have support on the other side. It isn't just like, oh, these deities are not speaking poorly on them. It's just not like, it's something that's within closer reach. So that's good to know. Even if they're not like blood bound. I don't feel any turbulence to, you know, them. Just my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. I don't feel anything towards them. In fact, I've taken myself away quite a bit from the other side. Just because it was for everybody's best interest. Yeah. But the people that I feel the most connected to are the ones that had passed. Is there anything else? Let's go ahead and grab from this deck here. Where's the rest of them? I'm just curious because there's some other things that are happening. And I wasn't let go today. I wasn't let go of today. I'm telling you, I think something happened. I don't know what. King of Pentacles. I think somebody stepped in. Saved my ass. I don't know. I don't think I've been doing anything bad. But I think there's somebody that prevented, like stepped in and prevented something from happening. Undercover ride or die. I don't know. That's strange. Who would do such a thing? I don't know. Hmm. I don't know how to feel about this one. This is somebody who's happy and humble, who has acclimated to another culture, respected its ways. Almost like what, Buddhist? But it's golden. It's in reverse. I don't know. I'm getting something like golden child here. Because, like, it's followed up by the king, you know? Oopsie. And there's something like a spiritual heaven, like, which is it? Like, what is it? You know, that. There's something about that. Oh, I think there's some spiritual fandom here. It's good. Oh my gosh, for sure. They're definitely saying that. I have some fans that are spiritual. Or, you know, maybe weren't spiritual, but now they're like, they're into it. That's crazy. I did not know what to expect, but that definitely, what do you call it? Clarifies it, emphasizes it. It definitely does. That's interesting. So that's what my panel wants me to know right now. Okay. They want me to know that right now. And what else? How am I doing? Tell me. You gotta tell me. How will I know? How will I know? 8. It's justice. Obviously, I'm doing really great right now. Being disciplined, laying down the law. I'm not just like wreaking havoc, while putting people in their place. This is I'm doing really well. Just like this is, if you get justice for your freaking report card, you're an A+ student. You're definitely an A student. Like the teacher will ask you for your opinion on a subject when discussing concepts. Huh. That's what that is. Okay. Progress interim report. What do you want me to know? I mean, like, what else could I... The Hierophant in reverse. This is, they're saying that I can break away if I decide to. This is weird. It's like, okay, I'm committed to something, right? Kind of like this doctorate type of program, this, what do you call it? A residency in a particular area of work, line of work. Commitments are commitments. They're meant to be kept. But for this particular one, because I have justice, I've already like escalated to what I'm being, like what it mean, why I'm being tested in such a manner, such an intense manner. Like I'm already there. So if I'm already proving it, then I don't need to continue on. That already says that I've graduated. It's like when somebody, like when a company just decides, okay, I'm going to hire some interns, you know, pull in some interns. And this is the first time that they've done this before. And then they realize, wow, this particular intern is doing phenomenal. It's like naturally. They work for us, with us. Everything's working out well. So they don't have to finish their internship. I mean, by paper, they can do it if they need it for class, but there's something that they're also assigned to do in which they also get paid. It's something like bending certain rules in order to have this person secured where both sides benefit. So that's wonderful. Okay. This is good. This is very good. Last piece of information. What do you want me to know, my panel? What goes on my progress interim report? Could be anything. These two, which are the Sun card in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. There's undercover knowledge here, like tribal knowledge embedded within. This is also saying that I spark people who are very, very high intellectuals. Hermeticism is what I'm getting. Herbalists. People who have like telepathic powers and, you know, that kind of likeness. So I have an influence on, or create an impact on these individuals. So that's not to say, but that's power, but it is power. That is a lot of power. But that's not the point. The point is that I have a lot more influence than I realize, and it's not just in some, like in quantity. It's more. It's like select quality. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what is your takeaway? Oh, hi. Yes, focus on my abundance. All right. What is your takeaway, aka our takeaway? Three of Cups in reverse. Let me get one clarifier for that. Clear my mind. Whew. Four of Wands. My panel wants us to know right now. My panel wants me to know right now. So, in this commitment of realizing one's own potential, and the imprints that are currently made, that there is certain sacrifices. There are certain sacrifices in which we don't always celebrate with those who celebrate us. The reason being is that there's so much more to the story than what's right in front of us. Sometimes people celebrate you for the wrong reasons. And so it's up to us to discern that, not to let others lay that out for us. That's what that's saying. All right, what is my takeaway? Just mine, my panel. Five of Wands in reverse. So there's no conflict, no argument here, no competition. Oh, no combat here. Interesting. That's great. That's great. This makes things so much easier in, you know, setting foot out there as far as, like, you know, actually doing what I'm doing out there. I think it's important to just get started, you know, to, you know, just not expect like too much out of it, just like one foot in front of the other and see how far that goes. But I think the most important part for me is to take the first step in getting out there. And that is what I can say, like, that's my takeaway right there. You know, I initiated. And so we go from there. Like, how will I know? I have to give myself a chance. What does my panel want to say about that? The Death card in reverse, transformation. There's a quick turnaround here. Like a quick turnaround time. Like a quick, like, just... Interesting. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Top of the deck is things that are being done. This thing is... a process of many workings. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So thanks very much for joining me. Where's my thing? Oh my gosh, what Tina? I don't know where I put my wand. What did I? Oh, I forgot. There we go. Thanks very much for joining me. Thanks for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. Call back all my power. To pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansing and blessings. And to be refortified within me. Thanks so much. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out in light and love. Close the portals in this reading. Now,